89.3 and 88.5 Yes FM. Online at www.yeshome.com. Now on the free Yes FM iTunes app and the Yes FM Android app, or the free TuneIn Radio app. Search Yes FM Lima.
In studio with us, we have the guys, or at least three of the guys from Southbound Fearing. Hello.
What's going on?
Hey. Yeah. Oh, let's go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves. So we're gonna make you talk, Nate, whether you want to or not. So let's go ahead and throw Nate under the bus, and we'll start with him.
I'm Nathan. I play drums.
Okay.
Nelson, play bass and do some background vocals.
I'm Brady. I sing and play guitar.
Yes, and Southbound Fearing, been around the area for a while, and one of our local bands, but national as well, and lots of cool things going on with you guys. First off, brand new album coming out, so let's talk about that. Undefeated.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's going on with Undefeated? You're a man of many words, Brady.
I know. Yeah, new record, Undefeated, comes out May 27th. We are stoked. We are very excited. May 27th, but you can come to a show on the Undefeated tour that starts tomorrow, and we're selling the CDs at all the shows, so you can get it early before anybody else if you come to a show.
Yes, so come to a show, get
Absolutely.
it early, be the talk of all your friends, make them envy.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have gotten that. So tell us about the album. I mean, how does it compare with maybe some of the music that you guys have done in the past? Is there a theme going on with it? What was the writing process like for you guys?
Yeah, we how's it compared to our last album? I mean, it's definitely heavier. I think every other band on the face of the earth is getting softer and softer every record, and we just decided to get like 5 times heavier with this record. So, we kind of do our own thing. So, but no, we're really excited. We just focused on the rock and roll and kind of stopped worrying about what people thought and what was marketable and what this or that, and just kind of wrote the music that we wanted to play. And I definitely think that people are going to like it.
Do you guys find that there was maybe a theme to this as far as like what she wrote, the songs specifically, or is it just kind of a collection of some stuff you've been working on, thought, hey, this would be cool to put out there and see what the people think?
We actually, this record's a lot more themed. There's not really a theme, but it's a lot more kind of focused than our last couple records. The last couple records that we did, Bad Dreams Melodies and our self-titled record, were both written over the course of like a year or a year and a half just on tour. And we, if we had 15 minutes after sound check before doors, we'd try to write a riff and go over it, or I'd have a guitar writing in the van on the way to a show or something like that. But this time we actually took some time off of the road and got together and wrote the record all at the same time, and it's less all over the place than it used to be. So it's good. I think people are going to dig it for sure.
And talk about Undefeated. I kind of noticed that at least the theme as far as your cover art looks like either kickboxer or MMA or something like that. Who came up with the cover art for that?
Yeah, that's actually the guy on our album cover. His name's Jens Pulver, and he's a former UFC lightweight champ, and he's a legendary MMA fighter. And we were talking about what we wanted for the album art, and we weren't really happy with any of the ideas, the label. We were going back and forth. What do we want to do? And I think actually somebody from our record label was like, you guys just need to get a boxer or some fighter to give us a picture and use it on the cover. And I was like, yeah, all right, that's going to happen. And then I just randomly emailed Jens on the contact page on his website, and he calls me the next day and he's like, yeah, man, whatever you need, sure, I'd love to do it. So yeah, it just kind of fell right in our lap, but pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So let's talk about one of the songs that you guys have off the new album, something that we started playing here the last couple of weeks, the song called Easy Way Out. Story behind that song, maybe as far as how it was put together, or the message that you guys try to convey with that. Absolutely.
The song is basically talking about just working hard and standing up for what you believe no matter what. And I think that's obviously been a lost mindset in our country lately. It seems like everybody's looking to get out of working, and everybody everybody has a handout. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking for the easy way out, and we're like, man, we're from Ohio. You know, we all come from blue collar families and everything, and you know, we all grew up working hard and earning what we get, and that's what we're all about. And so that's what that song's about.
In studio with us, brand new, not single, well, that's a brand new single, but brand new full-blown CD coming out on May the 27th called Undefeated. You can get your hands on it sooner, though, if you happen to go to one of those shows on the Undefeated Tour. And CD release show coming up this Thursday night at Frankie's in Toledo. So tell us about the show. What can we expect?
Heck yeah, it's going to be an awesome show. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Everybody it's, I believe, $10 in advance and $12 at the door. Everybody who comes gets a free copy of our new CD. So if you want the CD and you want to see an awesome show for $10, come on out. Thursday at Frankie's, 7 p.m. Random Hero, who's opening the whole tour with us, is going to be there, and then a couple awesome local bands, The Old Adage and
Altars of Athens, according to what it's had on here. So cool.
Yeah, forgot what city. I was Altars of something.
Yeah, Altars of Athens. Yeah,
they're really good too, though. So
yeah, absolutely.
4 bands, $10, and a free CD. You literally can't beat that. So come on out.
So.
Doors at 7, Frankie's.
There you go. And maybe some people aren't familiar with what you guys look like in concert. Can you kind of set that up, Brady? What do you guys look like? What's it like when I go to a concert?
We look really old and wrinkly.
That's Nelson.
Disheveled.
Oh, man. Looks like we just, lost a street fight. That's what we look like all the time. No. We just kind of jump around and go crazy for, like an hour until we're so exhausted
that we fall over.
And that's about it. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been to one of your shows. Yeah, lots of jumping around, lots of energy and stuff. And you guys are great as far as like getting the crowd involved and stuff too. I mean, obviously, your listeners, your followers, those who are fans of you guys, are important to you. But kind of describe the relationship that you have with some of your followers, because you guys have been around for a long time. We've seen the ups and downs. We've seen you, with your successes and everything going on now. What's that been like as far as people, and the support?
Yeah, I mean, our fans are awesome. We have been around for a while, over 8 years now, and we definitely have not been one of those bands that have blown up, as they say, and gotten really big right away. It's kind of just been a steady, slow climb, and we're still right at the beginning of our careers. We're nowhere near where we know we need to be, but as one of those bands that has had a steady climb, we've built this like crazy, fierce, loyal group of fans that always stick up for us and really have our back, and it's pretty awesome. We love our fans, man. They're awesome.
We are on a show called The Afternoon Rebellion, and I know that you guys are very much rebels in and of yourselves, just kind of the mindsets and things that God has been showing you. As rebels yourself, what are maybe some of the things that God has been showing you as far as not following some of the stuff that the culture is telling you? I mean, even like, as far as, the record industry or just, the industry in general, there's got to be some pressure from both sides. So, what would you say is encouragement to some of our listeners out there?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of things that, as a band, people tell you to succeed, you have to do this. To make it, you got to do this, or you got to do that, and this is the formula you have to follow. And a lot of people have told us that over the years, and we've kind of sat down and been like, I don't believe that that's right or scriptural or makes sense for us at all. And it's actually, there's a lot of talk about that in the lyrics on the record of us just saying, screw it, we're going to do this our way. We know why we're here. We know what we're supposed to be doing, and we're just going to do it. Who cares, who has a problem with it? You know what I mean? And I would encourage anybody listening to do that in their own life as well. I mean, make your own path, man. Make your own path.
Doing it the right way instead of compromising.
Yeah. Do it the right way, not the easy way. That's for sure.
How do you guys keep your focus? I mean, what helps you kind of keep it together? You know, because there's a lot of times where, like I said, you know, you've got all this outside influences, you know, all those things going on. What helps keep you guys on that focus where you are going to be true to what God has called you to do, despite what's going on around you?
Yeah, I mean, well, one, we've definitely learned the hard way many times. Like, oh, well, that sure didn't work. Maybe we should reevaluate this. But yeah, I mean, I think we've definitely finally figured out who we want to be as a band, what we're going for, our lyrically, our sound, and the group of guys we have in the band now are, you know, the best musicians and the best dudes we've had ever, and we all get along great, and, you know, we're all definitely focused on the same page where, you know, in the past maybe that wasn't how it was.
Anybody else want to add anything?
I think it's also really helpful. You know, every city and every state we go to, there's someone there that that maybe we have touched in some way with our music, and then they share that and they bless us, and they're like, hey, come stay at my house. I know you don't sleep in the Walmart parking lot in your van. Come and I will feed you and I will take care of you. And we see that a lot, and I would say that's something that seeing the love being shared to us, it helps to keep us going for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Got your album here in the studio with us, the brand new one called Undefeated. So another song to play off, you guys pick. Well, what's a song that you guys want us to play? You're like, oh, we get to pick? Yeah, of course you guys get to pick. So
I mean, we usually do not get to pick what time,
so like,
which one of our songs is on the radio. So let's see. I mean, do you want a song with a guitar solo or a bass solo?
Either one.
No, you pick.
Guitar or bass solo. Well, let's do a bass solo. Let's throw Nelson under the bus
All right.
here.
I mean, there's not a lot of songs in the history of the world with bass solo, so I think one should be on the radio, Ryan.
Yeah, I would agree. There you go.
All right, so how about track 10?
Track 10?
The album. It's called Standing in the Way, and it has a bass solo.
Okay, so number one, why does it have a bass solo? And
Why
tell
not?
us why. Yeah, there you go.
Because we do things our own way. We don't care. We're like, why not have a bass solo?
Yeah. So what's the song about, aside from having the bass solo in there? What's the song about?
It's actually really along the lines of the theme of the record, and it's about we've noticed in both in our country right now, and kind of mirrored on a smaller scale in the music industry with bands and you know, the people that we know in our line of work, that everything seems to be moving in a direction, and in our opinion, that's not the right direction, and standing in the way is just us saying, well, everybody else can do that, but not us. We're going to do things the way we know they're supposed to be done.
It is the Afternoon Rebellion on Yes FM. We just discovered that Brady is hungry. Oh, poor Brady. You like us DJs, man. Anytime there's like food involved or free food. So what are some of your favorite foods? What do you like to eat?
I mean,
mayonnaise?
No, anything other than mayonnaise is my favorite food.
Okay, anything other than mayonnaise is your favorite food?
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite restaurant, like maybe here in the area, or maybe like, you know, some of the places you guys have been on tour? Or
in the area, I mean, Schmucker's is the best place.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Town, so
yep.
You gotta
props out to Doug and the boys.
Yeah, gotta go Schmucker's.
We all really love sushi.
Yeah, we're all big sushi guys too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys go and get your sushi? I need to know these things.
In town?
Yeah.
Usually I just go to Kroger's and buy bulk.
No, never
Yeah.
Kroger.
Yeah.
I really like this place in town called Sorry Sushi. It's pretty good.
But the sushi isn't sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Like spicy
It's
tuna.
unapologetic.
too.
Spicy tuna. There you
is
go.
good.
Okay. What about like out on tour? Where's the best place you guys have had sushi like ever in the
Best
country?
place we've had sushi ever? I don't know. We've had sushi so many times. Funny story though. We actually have you know how, I mean, a lot of people, if you travel a lot, or a lot of, you know, families that even at home have like a coffee can. Anytime you have change, you just throw change in that coffee can, and then when it's full, you go do something important with it. Well, we have that in the van, except instead of doing something important with it, we get sushi.
Sushi is important.
Yeah, it's our sushi can.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would say that's important. I like sushi
I
too.
agree.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
I actually started making my own sushi.
Did you?
I think we can start making sushi on the road now.
Yes.
And we're big fishermen too, so we'll just go catch a fish, and then Ball will do the rest. You know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Seems
Sushi.
legit.
Yeah, it does.
Well, speaking of Ball, you guys refer to him as Nate Ball. Nate, the drummer, and then Nelson, the bass player, two of the newer guys to the group. So, Ball, we'll start with you. Like, how did you get involved with Southbound? When did you come along this crazy adventure?
It was February or March of last year. I remember Brady contacted me on the internet. They needed someone to come tour with them. So I actually filled in for a couple months. Did No Gimmicks tour, and then did the Red tour, which is a crazy tour for me, like being my second tour ever. It's kind of weird. But I think after that, I ended up joining the band full time. So it was honestly the craziest ride I've ever been on.
Now, are you from this area, or are you from somewhere else?
I'm from Cincinnati.
For you from Cincinnati, so kind of local, but a little bit more south. Okay.
Yeah, about 4 hours south.
All right. And then also Nelson's been playing with different bands around the area. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I've known you for like a long time, you know. So
long time.
now you're with these
Like 8
guys.
years.
Yeah, well, at least that long, maybe even more so. I've been seeing you running around the area. So,
Yeah.
so you're local from the area.
Kind of Findlay.
Finley,
Yeah,
okay.
Findlay.
So somewhat from the area. And
Yeah.
and when did they drag you along for the ride?
Just this past summer, I would say around July.
Okay.
They needed a bass player. Brady called me up, gave me the set list because he found out I wasn't doing anything. 3 days,
A couple
learned the
days later.
songs, and I'm playing festivals with them. So my first show, I think we played in front of like 1,000 people. So I had 3 days to
Yeah.
get everything down right before that. So
You know, it's only bass, so
yeah, nothing important.
4 strings.
Yeah,
And that's
play D.
yeah, just
You know, it's all
open
good.
note the whole time. It's good.
So you guys didn't do anything halfway. It's just like, okay, let's call these guys up, throw them under the bus, let's go. There you go. So
You know, when our last drummer stepped down, I think we had like 50 drummers want to try out and send us stuff, and Ball was the first guy we talked to, and he ended up, you know, being in the band permanently. So
sometimes it
it
happens
just
that way.
worked out.
First
You
guy.
know, he's just a little, just a little, you know,
It's a little ball.
just a little ball over there. You know? It's good.
And then of course Eric couldn't join us because he's out there hustling and working and
Making
stuff
the
like
big
that,
bucks.
making the big bucks and stuff like that. But how long has Eric been with you? Has he been with you since the beginning?
He's been with us for like a long time, like 6 or 7 years, I think. A long time.
Yeah. So I mean, like, did you grow up with Eric, or how did you meet him?
Yeah, me and Eric grew up. We went to the same church since we were like 10 years old or something. So I've known Eric for a long, long time.
So let's talk about, okay, you've got you 4 guys together now. Well, there's 3 in the studio, Eric and Spirit. So props going out to Eric. And
He's our spirit animal.
He's our spirit animal.
so what are some of your future goals? You know, what would you guys like to do? I mean, obviously you've got the new album out, you know, wanting that to do well, but
Can the band collectively run for the president of the United States?
There you go.
Is that? I don't
would
think
work.
So.
Yeah. Or meet Justin Bieber, whichever one comes first.
I don't know. I mean, we just take it one step at a time, one album at a time. We have goals, you know. We want to, you know, do these kind of tours and be able to draw this many people and sell this amount of records, but it's not really important. We just want to keep growing, and every record we want to be better than the one before, and every tour we want to see more people and meet more people than the one before, and that's kind of what we've been doing for forever, is just kind of taking these little baby steps. So I mean, maybe this record's the one that, you know, everybody gets behind and everybody loves it, and, you know, we're able to do this crazy big stuff, and maybe it's not, and we don't care either way, as long as, you know, we just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep working hard, and, you know, and that's all good with us.
How are families? I mean, obviously Brady married to Vanessa, and then anybody else married, families yet? No. Okay.
Spirit animal Eric is.
So, but I mean, like, what about like moms and dads and brothers and sisters and stuff like that? So how's that dynamic going? You know, I mean, obviously, you know, you with Vanessa, you know, being married and stuff like that. But how's family stuff going as far as, you know, how do you guys deal with that when you are on the road?
Yeah, I mean, I'm married, and Eric's also married, and I'm
Sure.
crazy close to my family and extended family too. Come from a big Irish family, I mean, it sucks, leaving town and not being able to see everybody, but is what it is. I mean, it's our job, and there's a lot of jobs that guys have it a lot worse. I mean, truck drivers, they're gone 6 days a week, every week, the whole year, or 5 days a week, or whatever. You know what I mean? At least we're out for a month or two, and then we're home for a month, and we get to spend a ton of time with family. And I mean, I have a ton of friends who are in the service who will be overseas for a year or two at a time. You know what I mean? And they're getting shot at the whole time too, and we're not. So we try not to think about that. There's a lot of people that have it a heck of a lot worse than we do. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, once again, we were talking to Southbound Fearing and the brand new CD Undefeated coming out officially on May the 27th, but you guys could grab it early. Possibly even if you are lucky enough to go to Frankie's on Thursday night. Do it. 7 o'clock. Random Hero, as well as the Old Adage and Altars of Athens playing with you guys as well. And if people want more information on that concert, they can go to our website at yeshome.com and check out the concert beat, or I'm sure they can find you guys online. So, yeah, if I wanted to stalk you online, where can I find you?
You can stalk us online at facebook.com/southboundfearing or Twitter at sbfearing, instagram.com/southboundfearing, youtube.com/southboundfearing, southboundfearing.com,
MySpace.
I'm probably
Brady's phone number is... No, I'm just kidding.
No. I think we got a MySpace. I think we have Vine. Does anybody use Vine?
Does anyone use MySpace?
MySpace is kind of like out there. Vine? I don't know that I've ever heard of Vine. So
I mean, Vine was only around for like a day.
Yeah, you shoot like 6 seconds of video, and
it was
it
super
just
cool
plays
for
on
like
repeat.
12 hours.
Yeah,
Man, I don't know. I thought we had some funny stuff on Vine, though.
We did.
We did. Yeah, we did.
but we got bored of it really fast.
We did. Yeah, we really
definitely.
did. Anyway, but we're on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook like every day. So shoot us a message or whatever, and we'll probably reply to it.
if you're not fishing or making
reasonable
sushi.
time frame.
Speaking of the concerts here in the next couple of nights, around 5:30 today, we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets to that. So keep listening up, you guys. You could go for free on YesFM and rock out with these awesome guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by the studio and hanging out with us. We're going to play one more song off the new album. You get to pick again. I have to make you think. Brady's like, no, I'm hungry. I'm done.
Agonizing over this. Let's see. What song?
All right.
How about What about if we do Fight Another Day? We can do that. How about track 9?
Track 9? Okay, Fight Another Day.
Fight Another Day, and it's featuring our buddy Sean from the band Phineas.
Oh,
They're a metal
great.
band.
All right. Cool.
Pretty cool.
What's the song about, real quick?
The song is actually like a really positive, worshipful kind of song about just leaning on God and not getting distracted and stuff like that.
What more can you say? Well,
I hope everyone loves it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming in. Once again, Southbound Fearing playing at Frankie's on Thursday night. More details on the concert beat at yeshome.com.
Yes, FM.